of what they see in Palestine. No, a lot of the Christians are brainwashed. I mean, like for me, there's been churches that have been bombed by the idea. And were there soldier proximity, militant terrorists betting themselves in these areas? What about the Jewish people?
Look at him not answering the question.
Were there soldier proximity, militant terrorists? The issue I have with the Palestinians is it's all propaganda. They'll make a claim, but they don't put any context. The problem is the issue I have with the Palestinians is all propaganda. It's divisive rhetoric. They'll make a claim, but they don't put any context. My grandfather was Jewish, married a Catholic. Stuff like you say, the Catholic bloodline. It's divisive rhetoric. What I'm saying is the Jewish people. They are probably, at least the ones in my family, and all around the world, there's some of the most peaceful people out there. They don't just attack. They are probably, at least the ones in my family, and all around the world, there's some of the most peaceful people out there. They don't, like this, they don't just attack for no reason. You can't tell me a time where the first rocket, Hamas. You can't tell me a time where Israel just attacks. Because it doesn't happen.
They're the biggest welfare country in the world. And what do? They build damn tunnels. They build rockets. They take irrigation pipes and make their cheap $300 rockets. Why don't they feed their children? They've given a beautiful oasis.
A question on that. So you said I should be ashamed as a Palestinian. So
yeah,
what
you
about,
should be.
So can I ask, so
and you also stole the name because that's a Greek name.
Jewish
Arab.
people,
And your own people,
Jewish
and your
people
own
in
people
Israel,
use you.
Jewish people in Palestine who live in Palestine, who support Palestine, should they be ashamed?
Yeah, they should be really ashamed.
Or are they?
Yeah, because they don't know who Hashem is and they have no faith.
Or do they know the truth?
If you are born as someone who lives, as a Palestinian, but you're a Christian, I would choice to choose to represent the truth that that Jesus is going to be standing with Israel, right? The new Israel.
Nope.
Or, as you know, you can follow the Palestinian ideology, which is to make an Islamic territory, which is because of Muhammad and so forth, and that's not Christ-like. That's not what Christianity is. So I would say that being a Palestinian is not necessary. That's not.
Just to interrupt, sorry, real quick, just to be clear, I just want to talk about Christian ideas in this life. No, we don't really believe in Mr. J here. He's just a regular guy. Anyway, we can.
So this is the last I'll talk about religion. But can we all agree on one thing?
Maybe.
If Palestine was majority Christian, we wouldn't be having this conflict we're having today.
Well, that's because they wouldn't be attacking Israel as much. But yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We wouldn't be having an issue.
Right. So as I was saying, I was just saying that you should support Israel. I don't think that just because you were born as a Palestinian, you should support Palestine. I don't know why I was muted. Maybe I was talking too much, but I hope that was clear.
Well, I don't see anybody with common sense would support Palestine.
I don't know if I'd want to support Israel if I know family that has died by that.
Like I said, not the Israel that's there today. I'm talking about the new Israel that we know that God promised us.
So then you understand that they are.
There are no Palestinians, okay? It's a lie.
The Palestinian people have gone. Yasser Arafat, Egyptian, he came in and told people, you're Palestinian. You know,
someone earlier said I was just some guy. I'm not just some guy. Like I said, God spoke to me. I am actually a prophet of God, and that's why I say it's good that all of us know that Jesus is Lord. I was
okay. What do you mean by you're a prophet? This is what I'm talking about. This is just ridiculous.
Well, whatever you were talking
by
about.
the way, I like to underline, he is not a Catholic.
I don't know what you're referring to because.
Hold on. What are you? What are you?
Me?
Delusional?
I'm a prophet of God. I'm the prophet of God.
No, what are Christianity? What sect are you?
I'm non-denominational. I'm a Christian.
Non-denominational.
I'm going to get off.
Protestant evangelical
Thank you
church.
for your time.
Yes, I'm
Palestine.
So what believes this whole greater Israel? I mean, not great. That's something the Palestinians say. I don't know why I'm following this rhetoric. The new Israel. God, I've been in too many propaganda lives. Okay, so I'm talking about in the present. Why should we support? No, I'm not talking about. I believe in the Bible, but I'm not even getting biblical.
I know, yeah. I'm saying that the reality is that Israel, we know by intervention of God that there will be a new Israel, and that new Israel is going to be dedicated to the Christians, and that's what we should be focusing on. We should be. Well,
I don't know.
Message.
No, I don't think so, because the Bible says that Israel is the land for the Jews forever. So
yes,
how do you explain that one?
The fact that there's going to be a new Israel. Israel is literally going to be destroyed.
It's already been destroyed once.
Will be right.
Okay. Can we just get real for a second? Israel's here to stay. It's a Jewish. It's a country, nation, whatever you want to call it, and it's not going anywhere. So that's the bottom line. It's
like I said earlier. I don't know if you heard, but God revealed that He's going to rebuild a house there, and that His intention is for Israel to stay. But Israel will be owned by Jesus, and this place is going to be a Christ-like area. And so,
I don't think this live is for that, bro. I think that's what the host was saying earlier. You can't talk like that.
Well, you two as Christians should be promoting what it is that
No.
I'm saying here.
No. You don't dictate what we believe.
Lay up, dude. I don't know how you're going to tell people what.
Do you both not believe that Jesus is the Son of God who rose from the dead?
It's subjective, brother. It's for us, but not for the Jews. Jesus is Jewish.
He's asking everybody, Jews and Gentiles, especially the Jews, to follow the Messiah.
But he's a false Messiah.
He's a false Messiah to them.
I've done miracles in Jesus' name. I've pointed to the sky, and I've seen fire come down.
Yeah, but you have to understand, we don't believe.
But you guys don't have false messiahs. You don't have false prophets. You don't have anybody. You don't have anybody coming to you with miracles.
See, you think you're a Messiah, Joshua. Let me tell you something.
Because God speaks to me.
Hey, listen. Here's what you're doing.
Who's Joshua?
And Tiger and Constantine, both of you believe.
Do y'all know this guy?
You should have faith.
No, he just came up.
Oh.
But I've spoken to you for some time.
No. See, here's what you're doing. You're persecuting Jews right now. You're in the same spirit as those who we believe God are Messiah. You can't be like that. You can't be like that.
Jesus Christ loves all of us. I said that Jesus is called.
No.
You can accuse me and put false words in my mouth, but that is not what I said.
Yeah, but what you're doing is you're doing this. You're following in the same narrative that the so-called Palestinians are following under. You're calling for the destruction.
Palestinians have no authority. Their prophet is false. I'm not calling for the destruction of anything. I said to the host earlier that God revealed to me in a vision that Israel is going to be destroyed.
That's funny. He revealed just the opposite to me. He revealed that it's going to be a light forever for the world.
Israel, I saw that not only everything was gone, but that I had prayed to God and that God had risen up a house, and that I looked up in the sky and Jesus had returned. And that's
since we're making this a religious live, I actually have something else to host.
You are a religious man. You believe in Jesus.
I'm just. Since we're going on this anti-Semitic rhetoric route that I do not subscribe to.
Jesus is anti-Semitic?
And I don't either. I think it's nothing part of my truth.
Yeah.
I just think what we need to do is, it's fine for everybody to have this beliefs, but when we push a certain narrative, we don't understand how detrimental this can be and harmful to the Jewish community. When people come on here with this kind of nonsense, it just, as a Catholic, I don't think it represents.
Well, you know what I see? I see that if you can't appreciate the Jewish faith, then you probably don't have much of a faith as a Catholic or a Christian, because Jesus is Jewish. And to understand and love the Jewish people is to understand and love the position of Jesus. It's synonymous. You can't have one without the other.
The way I look at it,
in my subjective principle,
I believe the same thing. But I think like I'll even tell you, I don't have a problem with anybody's religion, but I have an issue when it becomes harmful to another person and people use that as an excuse. Just what's going on to the Jewish people. It's a one-sided, to me, a religious war. I don't know. It's all about a hatred for somebody else, and I just can't get behind that. I just came from another live. See, I just came from another live that said all Jewish people can't marry. It was like a person that didn't like Jewish people. He said he's never seen one that's married a non-Jewish person, and that can't happen. I said, well, my grandfather married a Catholic, and that's how I became Catholic. I mean, this is just common stuff that has been debunked through my experience. They can marry. It's just, I don't know.
Well, Israel right now is definitely taking the brunt of the evil of the world, and they're fighting. And those little bit of group of people are taking on. They're doing it. And why are they doing it? Because they have truth.
Yeah.
They have depth to their truth. And they have the light. And if anyone can't see that, then you can't see the light. You know what? I would join the IDF. I'd give my life for Israel. But I would do that.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that, well, I mean, I think on the term Zionist is pride, because that just means the state that Jewish people should have the right to exist. And that's simple.
Yeah, I'm a Catholic Zionist. You sound like you're a Catholic Zionist.
Yeah, I'm definitely. But
share that with people.
The thing I get from it is, even I have this conversation with Christians when they have. I feel like people feed into just because someone has a different belief about a specific person doesn't determine the fate for the whole situation. We don't have to agree on every single thing, and that's the thing about religion. No one does.
Yes, we don't have to agree on the vehicle. We can share our destinations with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the important part. I'm sorry, I don't mean to take over your live there. Is the host still here, or did we push him off?
I think the host is still here. He's doing something.
Okay, maybe he doesn't want to hear all of our rhetoric.
Yeah, I don't. I never am the first one to make things religious, to be honest. It's always the other, like the guy who was in here that laughed at me.
I'm not always the smartest guy in a group. I'm not always the smartest guy, but I'll let someone slap me one time on the cheek and I'll turn the other one, but I only have two cheeks. After that, you're going to get it full force.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's
a lot of Christians think you can take a slap.
I mean, I'm always there advocating for. I mean, yeah, I've even seen it. I'll call out when somebody says some nonsense toward Jewish people. I'm the first one to.
Yeah, so you got to defend truth, and if it happens to be on the side of the Jews or someone else, you have to stand up for the truth, no matter what.
Exactly.
It's the truth that we guard. It just happens to be that I've always found Israel with a lot of purity. And purity means truth. Yeah, you know what? Personally, sometimes I've even thought, I'd like to be Jewish, but I can't. Because I believe in that J guy.
Yeah,
I love the Catholic Church.
I had the same thought today before I ate dinner. After I came from alive, I'm like, that's the only thing, the reason why I'm not. I mean, even the 25 or 30, 40% of my 25% of my family that is Jewish, I'm like, that's just the only thing we disagree on, and that's fine. We still love each other.
Yeah, we could still share in the transcendental truths. The universal transcendental truth is what we can all come together on. Like Aristotle said.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, Aristotle said that in his Metaphysics, which is basically another interpretation of the transcendental laws.
Yeah, that's true. I'm in college, so I even thought because they invite me to my grandfather's no longer here, but his cousins and so forth. They're like, you can come by any time for a Passover. So I might take them up on it and actually see what it's about.
Oh my gosh, why wouldn't you? It's in your blood too. Yeah, I would totally take advantage of that and take it in 100%, because that same Passover, if Jesus was real or not, that in our world, in our paradigm, that's exactly what he was experiencing. And you can get all the full picture, because as Christians, we don't get the full picture, Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, we have a certain amount of the pieces of the puzzle, but we don't have them all. And the more that we interact with well-educated Jews, rabbis, the more we become rich in our own faith. We see what more of the personality of what we believe. What we believe is our Messiah.
I agree completely. I don't think you could have said that any better.
So to love Judaism is to love our own faith. Without all the overlays of the dogma.
Yo, sorry, I didn't see your requesting earlier. I just noticed. Welcome back. Welcome up. Hello.
Thank you for being good. I have a lot of background noises as I'm here on the indoor playground with my kids. Sorry for the background noises. Do you hear me well?
I can hear you. I can't really understand everything you're saying.
Is there too much noise in here, or?
There is a little bit of noise, but we can still hear you a little bit.
Great. No, thank you, first of all, and shalom, and salam alaikum. I'm Muslim, and I like the interreligious dialogue and based on respecting each other. I'm also an imam, so I have education. How can I say? I'm living in Germany, and I got my a religious education on traditional ways. So that's what I can say. So you guys are Jewish, right? Or
I'm Jewish. Other people are Christian.
I hear the host is Jewish.
Other people I think are Christian.
Okay, nice to meet you also.
The host is Jewish, and we're two Catholics.
Catholics. Yeah, nice. Nice to meet you all guys here.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in. Yeah. Sorry?
Are you a Zionist?
No, I'm a Muslim. I'm a Muslim.
I know, but do you believe that Israel has the right to live in peace?
I believe that the tribes of Israel owns that land. That means that they are the right people who have the right to live there, and it is also in accordance with the Quran. So, it's, of course, I do respect and accept that there is Israel, and it should exist and continue to exist there. This is one opinion that is also available under the Muslims, but a lot of you can see that they're not really knowing what the Quran teaches us, because the land was inherited by God himself, the highest authority, to the tribes of Israel. This is what I do believe, and the Israelis, they do invest a lot in genealogy to know that they are of this tribe, of the tribes of Israel. So definitely, I'm absolutely with the Israelis. So that's
I have a bad connection. I can't very well, but I think you just said yes. They have the right.
Talk closer to the mic. Maybe if you're talking to the mic directly, maybe we can hear you better.
Yeah, because I'm.
Yeah, it's hard to do. If you can talk directly into the mic, really close, maybe that would be
I think if I heard him correctly, he's a Muslim, but he's basically, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but to sum it up, he's a Zionist.
Yeah, that's what I understand. Well, that's good. I'm glad you believe that. That's good. That's such a blessing to hear to me. I love to hear that. That's the first one I've ever heard.
Yeah, to be honest, same.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Thank you. That gives me hope. Thank you for your hope.
I wish you could come in some of these panels with me. Honestly, it would kind of debunk the whole narrative.
Oh, well, maybe you can follow him. I'm going to follow him.
Yeah. Is he still here?
Yeah, I see him. I'm going to follow you too.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just trying to find a solution how I can speak to you guys. Sorry, just a second, please.
All right, it's good, it's good. If you talk closer to the microphone, just like maybe put your mouth right next to the microphone, that might be better. I think. Maybe.
Yeah, he might have it on speakerphone too.
Yeah, that's.
Or is it always on speakerphone?
It's always
maybe
on
so.
speakerphone.
Well, okay, so sorry if we spoke too much about the J guy.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us, you know.
Yeah.
But for me,
do you hear me a little bit better now, or?
Yes.
It's
Absolutely.
more. It's better. Okay, great. Yeah.
Better.
So I do. I'm a Muslim, an imam also. So I'm educated in religion, and the Quran teaches us that the land has been inherited to the childs of Israel. So it's their land, and we have to, if we go by our religious book, so there's no other way than to accept and to help the Israelis to get their land. So that's more religious than being against them. So I'm absolutely against terrorism and the ideology of Hamas or everyone who wants to banish Israel there. This is absolutely against our religious book. So I don't know why those people there do not accept this. So I'm with the people there, and especially I told you that I grew up in Germany. So I went also to Catholic kindergarten and elementary schools. So I grew up here in Germany, and whatever, I'm reading the Quran with a completely other mindset, and it is said, and you can read it by your own, in Surah 7, verse 137. It is said that God himself inherited... Sorry?
736, 137?
Yes, exactly. 7-137. I'm actually in the indoor playground, so a lot of noises, and I can't show you, but you can read chapter 7, 137, where it's absolutely clear that it is that God inherited the land to the childs of Israel. This is a blessed child, or a blessed family, going from Jacob, the prophet Jacob, whose name was Israel. And he had 12 childs, and to those and all people who came out of these tribes are the right people who belongs to this land. This is what the Quran teaches us.
Host, do you run into very many Muslims that share his faith?
No, absolutely not. That's a problem. That's a very, very big problem. I think there's a lot of politics, even because if we would imagine you would take this verse and write it on the flag of the Hamas. They would then.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Bekommt ihr jetzt gleich. Entschuldigung.
So do you believe that in the Islamic world they're going to have another great awakening?
Look,
a great prophet's going to stand up to correct things?
Yeah, look, it's absolutely... so the problem didn't start from 1948, the foundation of Israel. Why haven't we done it 500 years before, when it was the Ottoman Empire, to say, hey, there is a verse, this is your land, take it, and let us do some cooperation, or however. So what I mean is that actually we are definitely guilty here. So there's no way out of this. I don't know what how this came up, how the situation is like that, because the Quran tells us, hey, that's their land. And you know, and even if you go to the traditional Mufassirun means the people who do exegesis. Exegesis, what means that in English? The traditional Ibn Kathir or Ibn Abbas, they say it is written the eastern and the western regions. That means it concludes also, it includes also the Sinai and everything. That's their land. That's basically their land. Whoever has the gene of the tribes of Israel, it's their land. So that's actually the Quran telling.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, but I don't know why. I spoke to some scholars, and the scholars who have really knowledge and are not influenced by politics, they say that's true. And there are a lot of. They say, hey, the childs are Israelis are Muslims. I said, you fucker, sorry. That's not true, because the Quran separates between Jewish as a religion and the childs of Israel. For us, Judaism is a religion, and childs of Israel is a family. Is a family, and to those the land has been inherited, or I don't know. Sorry for my lack English, because I do not often speak it. Last time it could be that I have some. I don't know. I could not explain it so well because
you actually speak English better than a lot of Americans. I would be honest.
So normally there is no problem with that, and also I don't know why the people there do not accept that Israel has the better structure, the better political system, the better healthcare, and everything. Why do not saying, hey, let's give up this I don't know war or whatever? And
like this I would call it like an ideology.
I don't know, but I can tell you from religious point of view, you are right and you own the land. So even from our religion. So if someone tells something against it, then he's against the Quran, and I can't believe that a Muslim knows this. So a lot of Muslims have a lack of knowledge about the religion, and they started to have some kind of an how can I say, antipathy. I don't know how to translate it. Antipathy, I don't know. But there are a lot of stars in the Arab world. They went against Israel, and they have nothing to do with religion. They have absolutely nothing to do. You see them half naked in the videos, and they're anti-Semitic, and I don't know why they're like this. I can't explain this. The situation is a little bit.
Boy, it's good to know you set the record straight. We know a few things that. You're not even in this country, and you speak better English than most pro-Palestinians. The other one is that you know that your religion stands for, what's right. What your religion acknowledges that they have the right to the land, the Jewish people. So that's good. And,
it's interesting. Yeah, the same thing. I heard that the Baba Shirley, the Hasidic Judaism, he told the Jewish people that they should always be stronger with their religious things, because the Israeli politicians have never mentioned officially publicly that the land is ours because it was given to Israelites. They never mentioned that throughout all their claims, throughout the UN and everything. They've never publicly said this is our land because it was given to us by Hashem. They've always said it's our land because of some political thing. But the rabbi was very strong. Said if the Jewish people would just be stronger their claim and they would just acknowledge that it's their land because, I mean, it happens to be that for legal reasons they also got it through legal means. But this mainly because the Creator gave it to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as an eternal inheritance. Then all the other people will agree because the Rebbe himself said that the Quran also agrees that it belongs to Jews, and I wasn't sure what the reference was, so you mentioned that. So it's interesting.
Do you remember what he said? What the reference was?
I have it recorded, but yeah.
What is it? Shara 7:137. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, it's recorded. It's on YouTube.
You know, when he told me, it burnt right into my. I'm not even that good with numbers, but for some reason when he said that, and I could barely hear him, it burnt in my brain. I didn't have to write it down.
Wow, interesting.
Hopefully I'm right now that I put myself on the limb.
You wrote in the comments, 7137.
Yeah, that's amazing. I really pray that it would save so many lives. We would be years and years ahead if more Muslims would read that faith and understand that faith. We could move forward together.
Wow.
Because the same rules that a Muslim man has, a Christian man, a Jewish man, a Buddhist, the same rules to be a family and what you need to do to show your love, it's all the same. All those actions are the same.
That's cool. Well, yeah, we've got a Jew and we've got Catholics and we've got a Muslim in the same time.
Yeah, I hope I could help a little bit. I'm trying to do some educational work. I'm swimming against a very hard ocean, or I don't know if I explained it well, but I mean, I'm an Arab also, so ethnical, and it's hard. And my scholars, from them I do learn, they all have the same opinion, and my scholars are more from the Gulf states, that means the Emirates and so on, and they have a better knowledge about the purity of the Quran and so on. And so it's written there, and you can have a look, and you can tell this also to Hamas people, or we do in Arabic pronounce it Hamas, but
you cut out for a second. I guess it's not there anymore.
You got to say age group.
Yeah, I don't think TikTok actually cares.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think TikTok even cares anymore because I've been saying that for like months.
Yeah, go on. You cut out for a second.
Well, that's fantastic. I love it. I really, hearing his message, I really found joy in it, man.
Yeah, same here. It's cool.
I'm an old man. I lost my son when he was 18 years old.
Oh, wow.
And to hear young men die, and women, especially when they didn't have children and they didn't, experience the greatest gift is to be a father. And I just hate to see this. I hate to see war. I really do. It's so nonsensical to me. I would love to see peace. Just think what we could do with the money if we didn't buy those rockets and tanks. There would be no hungry people. We could invest in people, give them a chance. We could build so many schools and educate them. We could provide them with enough shelter so they can be stable, so they can learn and be part of a community. War is a terrible thing.
Yeah. Well, and when the Messiah comes, there's going to be no more war ever. So we should hope that happens soon, basically.
Yeah. That's beautiful, isn't it? I hope I see it in my lifetime. I'm in my 60s.
That's young.
I heard that you lost your son. I'm sorry for that.
Thank you. Yeah, my
really,
son.
yeah.
My son's name was Jude.
Jude. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm so sorry. I have also two sons. One is 19 and one is 20, and I can imagine what you have been through. That should be. I'm so sorry for that.
Sorry for your loss. Yeah, well, even though it's
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
And there's so many people that experience it right now that I experience.
oh yeah, that just are you talking about the experience of having a person in war?
Yeah, war, accidents, just there's a lot of young people dying.
Yeah.
It's awful.
And this should stop. You know, I think I pray every day for having a divine sign there that because I don't know how to end this war, because you know we need a paradigm change, the Muslims, especially the Arabs or the Muslims, and to get this you need education or you need a big divine sign there. I don't know how to solve it, to be honest. I'm swimming there against a very big I don't know how to describe it, because I'm ethnical also Arab, and the Jews are our cousins, and we are believing. I do believe that we are believing in the same God, and I do believe also that the child of Israel and the wisdom of Allah or God is, I don't know the wisdom, but they have been chosen, and I love this kind of decision of God, because I believe in God. There's no way out to love His decision, and He somehow, and the wisdom behind it, you will get it. You will get the answer in front of God. But you have to love this decision that God has made and save the Jewish people from the slavery of Pharaoh. And this is also written in our books. So, I mean, we Muslims. So, I don't know why it's so hard to understand for people.
Yeah, paradigm shift. I mean, what we need is the Messiah to come, and He could come from our actions. Basically, He could come any day, any second. The Messiah could come, according to Judaism. According to the Hasidic Chabad teachings, it says that one of the inner secrets of the Torah that are explained by the Baal Shem Tov, the founder of the Hasidic movement, and the other teachers of Chabad, when those deeper secrets reach the whole world, then Messiah will come immediately. So the main thing is just to spread some teachings. One of the main teachings that's like the primary teaching is that the universe is being constantly created every second, according to Kabbalah and Judaism. Creation was not just a one-time occurrence, but the Creator, with His words, constantly brings everything into existence with those divine letters of speech. And this is talked about in Sefer HaTanya. It's called, I'll spell it out, part 2 at length. But that's one of the main teachings. And when that teaching reaches the world, then we're guaranteed that the Messiah will come. So hopefully it will. But yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I can see that. It's going to take a certain type of science. That science is going to be a spiritual science in a sense. I believe science.
Yeah.
And I think that I find a lot of hope in that. And it's easy for me to believe that. And I love to believe that because it brings joy to me. And I feel like I like joy. Yes, thank you. Joy is joyful. Very well said. Yeah. Well, that's Well, we have a lot to hope for, huh?
Yeah. I mean, the main thing that Chabad has been trying to do since the 1700s is just to spread these teachings to the to the world. That's like why Chabad came to America in the first place, was to establish Chabad in the lowest level. America is considered the lowest level of the world. If Israel is like on the top of the world, since the world is round, Israel's like on the top, and then America's on like the lower hemisphere, like on the bottom. So yeah, Chabad came to America, and it also spread out. Nowadays we have Chabad houses, which is like Chabad rabbis going to all different parts of the world and opening these like synagogues, even in the most remote places. But the whole point of all of it is literally just to spread the teachings of the Baal Shem Tov, of the founder of the Hasidic movement, which are meant to talk about the unity of God, how the Creator is found everywhere, but the world does not affect any change in the Creator.
Do they allow women rabbis?
No, there's no rabbis. Technically, the women can be teachers, and they can teach people, but the technical status of rabbi technically should only be men.
Isn't the word rabbi referencing male teacher?
I believe, yeah, every adjective is either male or female. I'm pretty sure rabbi is male. I'm almost certain it is. But they can also be teachers and stuff. A rabbi is like someone who has like the legal authority to give legal rulings in Jewish law, essentially. I
grew up. My family had some jewelry stores. I don't know if I ever told you that, but I grew up meeting a lot of Jewish people, especially the Orthodox, I guess.
Well, you might Orthodox. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, usually in the diamond business.
Where? In New York or in somewhere else?
Yeah, New York, everywhere. And they would especially go down because I live not too far out of San Francisco, so there was probably still is a big Jewish convention there, one down in LA, and we would go. So and then of course after we meet them, we'd make friends with them, and they'd come into our store. And
sorry for interrupting. I need to go. Thank you very much for this nice and respectful dialogue based on respecting each other. I'm so sorry what is going on in the world. I pray to God to have the situation better, to change, to have a mind change in the Arabic and Muslim world, to accept that this small country belongs to the child of Israel, and to have a beautiful coexistence there based on love and respect. Because we are almost the same. We do circumcise our kids. We worship just God alone, and we shouldn't have such kind of a political, beef, let me say it. And we are here, the guys who need to change the mind in this. And I pray to God that we change, and we do accept everything, and not only accept and love the child of Israel. And that's what I pray for. Thank you so much for your for hosting me here, and hope we will see each other. Shalom and salam alaikum.
Thank you for the insights. They're very helpful for everyone watching. For us,
you're most welcome.
Be back soon.
Salam alaikum.
Barak. Nice to have you.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really nice. I've not in that position before, but that's very good. I have heard the Lubavitch Rebbe, like a Jewish rabbi, said that when the Jews are more strong with their religious claims specifically, then they will have a lot more support from the Arabs and Christians. Because it's like the Jewish politicians in Israel, I don't think they've never said like publicly as one of the justifications for them having land. They've never said it's because the Creator gave it to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They've always came up with these other. I mean, the legal reasons are good too. They're also valid reasons. But the main reason is the Creator gave us this land, and they've never said that. So they'll get the respect and the support of the Muslims and the Christians and the other people.
100%. Myself personally, I think just like anything, we procrastinate, we don't believe in ourselves, and guess what? We don't reach our potential. And that's what Israel does sometimes. Right now, they've done too much of that. They need to do exactly what their potential is, exactly what Hashem has designed them for, and stand for truth and stand up there and say why that land is theirs. Because the reason why that land is theirs, the legalness is a result.
Exactly.
So I get what you're saying.
Exactly. It's not a contradiction. It's theirs because the Creator gave it to them, and the same Creator that gave it to them eternally also caused the world events to happen such that they would legally get it back many other ways as well. But essentially, exactly.
And I think the more Israel, and it's very hard, it's a country of 12, 14 million people, the more they realize that an assault on Israel is an assault on Hashem. It's not them. And do they stand up?
It froze. Let me restart.
Welcome back. Sometimes every half hour or so the app crashes. And I have a little
Welcome back. Sometimes every half hour or so the app crashes, and I have a little bit of a cough, but it's all good. Let's try to invite the guys back. I can't really find the people who were just here a second ago. Maybe they left. That's pretty brutal. But anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure where they went. But that was a nice discussion we had. It's good to have the Muslim perspective, the true Muslim perspective, and other perspectives. And yeah, if anyone else wants to come up real quick, they can, because the other guys we had are not here anymore. Here we go. Hi, welcome, H.O. Sparadox.
Hey, what's up, mate? How you doing?
Excellent. With a little bit of a cough, but still good.
What was that?
It's a little bit of a cough.
Oh,
yeah, it's all good.
I hope you feel better, mate.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know what, I've never actually gone live. This is my first time because I'm not a TikToker, and I'm basically never on this app really, but I think one of the reasons why I jumped on was because it seems like every time you swipe and people talk about the situation, there's always yelling and arguing and all that stuff. And coming onto your live, it feels like it's more peaceful, right? It's more calm. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I've been up all night. I'm just going to.
Haven't we all?
Yeah. So, but I don't know what your points are, but what I wanted to say is that I'm African, first and foremost, and the Jewish Christianity has existed way before a lot of this